This is overview of the target audience parser function in the InstAccountsManager program. You need to click Perform Action tab, then click on the left of its name the checkbox, then click on its name, target audience parser. So this function you can collect the right people, your target audience, from the Instagram, and the program will help you do it very fast, but you need to set up some settings. So we start by target audience source, where we take the people by donors, by hashtags, by search queries, by publication, and by recommendations. You take by donors, for example. So this is competitors you have. And you need to list here the donors, your donors list, for example. Or you take it the followers of the donors, the followings. You can take from the latest 5 publications that donors have, or the latest 10 publications, no older than how much days, for example, no older than 10 days. These publications need to be from the latest publications, who like this publication, who comment this publication. So it's different settings what you can do with donors. Also, you can take your source, your audience target by hashtags. You can also add hashtags here. You can see those who made the publication. So here is the list of the hashtags. For example, handmade soap, or I don't know, a comfortable bed, or what you sell. So you just take your audience from the hashtags, from the who liked the publication with this hashtag, who wrote comment under the publication. So you can do it by hashtags. Also by search queries. So this is like you write like in the Google the same, like homemade, like, or just soap, or some like, I don't know, apple. So what you sell, you just write here, and like you just search by queries, and you search the users that will be in this search queries. Then you can do it by recommendation, that who recommended to this account, this search, all these things. So it's like recommended people by this account. You can search by publication, those here. So here you need to clean by hashtags, you can see, and you clear by users. So you here you can see only posts. So you have a link there, links for the post that, and in this post, those who liked you need, those who comment. So you just take a post about, I don't know, how to find a job, like, for example, and you need people who are searching for a job. So you just put a link of for this post here, and take those people who like this post, who comment. Be careful, because you need take only, if you take like this and this, you see here donor hashtags post, you need to take only one donor when you take, because the list is different. The list search queries, hashtags, donors, recommendation, publication. So you can see now. Then collect only new activity, spy mode. So you collect only new, for example, people by hashtags or by search queries, or what you like. So you choose like by hashtags, those who made the publication, for example, of post, and put the hashtags, for example, homemade soap. And you collect only new activity, spy mode, and you collect who made the publication and who liked the publication. And frequency of checking this publication from 60 to 120 seconds, for example. So you will be the first who check the people that like homemade soap, for example. Or you gather from one sources at once. You can to 100 users. So from one account, you just collect only, for example, 20 users, for example. So how much user you collect from one source. So account can be live longer and not blocked. You can collect from the first pass. That means that you collect all users without filtering, without all, and it will be faster. You can click on the question mark and read more about it. So then this list of users will collect it faster. Also, you can clean the cache and start the parsing from beginning. It's very very dangerous tab. You need to click it when you want to clean all cache, but be careful with this. Also, where you need to save audience. You can save users in format ID or username. You can save it to file. You can choose there the file. You can choose this delete duplicates to avoid repetitions. Yeah, you can choose this option, and also you can save to file or to the mailing list by users of the task and choose the task. So these people you will find will be put in the task number 4, for example, in the list of mailing to users. And you will see them here, and then you can set up the this task number 4 and send these users direct messages, for example, hello or something like this. So it's very comfortable. So to file or to the mailing list by user of the task. Also, you can save an audience only if past filtration. So you can here set up filtration. You can see 3 different types of filtration. Filtering on the fly, slower filtering, and slowest filtering. Filtering on the fly, it's very fast filtering. It's like, for example, you want people from the list that have ID less than some number. That's this ID mean that it's all the less number, the older is user that creates Instagram account. Also, if there's checkbox and new users, skip if there's no avatar, if there's no stories, skip private profiles, skip public profiles. You can save if there are good words, where you can skip if there's bad words, save with letters in the name, so it's about language here, and slower filtration. Followers from, for example, the profile need to have followers from 100 to 2000 followers, and followings from, for example, 10 to 1000 and something like this. And publications from, and you can skip if followings more than followers, so it's more slower because you need to compare, or you need, if there's no website, it's business profile, or you keep only business profiles, so it's slower filtering. And the slowest filtering is last publication should be no more than 10 days ago, or collect if comments are open on the publications or in the account. And in the latest publication you need to have not less than, for example, 100 comments. So these filters are very slow, so you use it if you need it barely, like if you need it, you need to use it, but better use these filters, it will be faster. Then you click here and these filters will be saved. you can see. Then after filtering, and if you click here and start the task, so it will save to the mailing, this audience that we parse will be saved in this task number 4 with this filtration. Also, you have additionally saved all users to the database. Database is very important. You can save information there because you don't need to do again parsing and parsing again. All users will be in database, and you can do filtering in the database when it's saved. So how it's work? You parse this auditory, then you save it to the database. You just click, for example, database number 4, name 4, yeah? Or you create a new database, you can create it there. And then after you parse all auditory, after you start the task, account will be working parsing auditory and save all users to the database. Then you open database again, open database. So we think that we do parsing, okay, that's it. And here we can see all the users with mail, telephone, and that's it, like 100 users, for example. And now we can do filtering. So here we can see the filtering in the database, and you can do filtering 100 times. So you don't need to do parsing again, you just do filtering here, and you can do filtering by followers and profile type. Then what you need, for example, you need followings from 100 to 200, for example, and profile type is public, for example. You need these people. You just click there, and you can save the people after filtering. For example, we have 10 people with these settings, these filters. We have 10 people. Then we choose what things from the profiles of these people we need. For example, we need username, name, and for example, like public telephone. That's all we need from these people. And for example, the city where they burn. That's all. Then we click save to file and save the file in the computer. So that's how database is work. That's it. Also here you can clean all the filters and start filtering again. Then we have additional settings. So you can save your audience in the format, to the file, to the mail list, and you can save into the database. Also additional settings, pause between requests from 1000 to 2000 milliseconds, for example. So it's very important that account will work with pauses and stop the account when it parse how much users, for example 2000 users. If it's work 10 minutes, if it's sent 2200 requests, so we stop account when it's have some limits. So we do it to make the account working longer as possible, for example 1 month or 1 year, not to finish the work today. So it's very important to use these additional parameters. Stop the task when it's parsed, for example 2000 users or 100 users. Just stop the task after this. So here we stop the account. Here we stop the task when it's parsed, for example 1000 users together. And if the account, we can make this 100 here, 100 users. So it's limit for account, this is for task. This is all overview of the target audience parser. Remember that this is target audience sources. All this settings is for each account. So each account doing it by donors or by hashtags or do something like this. So it's settings for each account that parse your target audience from the Instagram. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day.